What's up, boys and girls? It's your boy Arken with another daily dose of entertainment content for you. Let's go over the 1.4 update for Genshin. So, as many of you probably already know, there is a WindBloom event coming to Mondstadt, and that will be available the 17th of March 2021. So, this video pretty much is to sum up what's to come. That everybody wants to hear straight off the bat. So, banners. Who's coming in the 1.4 update? There's one new character, and there's also two 5-star characters. Two very cool 5-star characters that if you missed the very first time around, they are here. So one of them is my boy Venti, an animal user, bowman, and also probably one of the best 5-stars in the game. He has amazing mob control and ability to really power up any team he's put on. He can be used as a DPS, but mainly you want to be using him as your support character. That, of course, brings me on to the second banner. The second banner will be Child. He will be coming back after the Venti banner. As to when that is, that hasn't yet been decided. It could be a 16-day banner like Hu Tao, or it could be a lot longer like some of the previous banners like Zhongli. But on the Child banner, Rosaria will feature. She is the new cryo character that will be coming to Genshin Impact, and I will be going over that in more detail later in the video. For me personally, I will be pulling for Child as he fits my team a lot more, and he's more to my playstyle, being able to switch between combat and bow usage. Right, let's talk. Let's talk about what is confirmed to be part of the 1.4 update. So we've got the WindBloom Ode, and we have users will have access to 1,000 Primogems upon downloading the update. Now, I know a lot of you are free-to-play players, so that must come at a huge shock, and you guys must be extremely happy that you all will be receiving 1,000 Primogems. It seems that MiHoYo is listening to their player base and really trying to get you guys to continue supporting them and get you guys to continue playing. So that is something I am really looking forward to. It also means it'll be a lot easier for me to hopefully get Child. There will be an exclusive story with the animal archer Venti, of course, because that event, pretty much the whole 1.4 event, is to celebrate Venti, as he is the god of Mondstadt. There will also be invitation to WindBloom events. Each will be giving players Primogems, and there will also be various mini games. In addition to the mini games that will be coming, there will be a set of weapons, and every weapon set in the game, minus the Claymore, will be receiving a new weapon. I'm not going to go into all of these weapons in details as their specifics have not yet been confirmed by MiHoYo. But I will mention that the 5-star weapon is Elegy for the End. I do not know what skills will be coming with that weapon, but I am very excited about it. As I said before, every weapon set, minus the Claymore weapon, will be receiving an updated new weapon. Right, now let's get into the fun bit. The new character who's coming is Rosaria. She is a polearm user, she's cryo, and she belongs to the Church of Favonius. Her bio is a sister of the church, though you wouldn't know it if it weren't for her attire. Known for her sharp, cold words and manner, she often works alone. My suggestion is that players really focus on building that crit rate, building up that crit damage, building up that cryo artifact set, because you don't really need to focus too much on her attack and attack percentage, as she levels, her attack percentage will level up as she progresses. If you take a comparison of her stats and compare them to the likes of Hu Tao and Zhao, you can see that she stacks up very nicely to them. Now let's go on to her skill. Her E abilities, she is able to quickly shift her position to appear behind the opponent. As she hits them with a polearm, she increases her crit damage for a couple of seconds. We'll get into that in just a little bit. Her ulti is a Rites of Termination, where she strikes the ground with what looks to be a spear, I think it is, or an ice lance, and periodically a blast of cold air, dealing cryo damage to surrounding enemies. Right, now let's get on to the content that really matters. Why are people liking Rosaria? She has Nightwalk, so that means between hours 16 to 6 game time, obviously. The movement speed of your own party will increase by 10%, although this will not take place in domains or the Spiral Abyss. A second ability is when she's hitting that E, she increases her own crit rate by 12% for 5 seconds. That means you really have the ability to stack damage on top of damage. So again, if you're focusing on building that crit rate, building that crit damage, you will have a character that is able to dish out just a huge amount of damage. Her next ability is called Shadow Samaritan. Casting Rites Termination increases crit rates of all nearby members except Rosaria herself for 15% of Rosaria's crit rate for 10 seconds. The crit rate bonus gain cannot exceed 15 seconds. So very similar to Hu Tao's ability, where she can increase teammates' crit rate for 15% by the end of her own skill ability. Rosaria will be able to do something very similar, although not as good. There needs to be some sort of discrepancies between the 5-star and the 4-star characters. Otherwise, why would people try getting the 5-star characters if the 4-star characters are just as good?
Got him!
So upon level up of the constellations, she unlocks Unholy Revelation. When Rosaria deals a crit hit, her attack speed increases by 10% and her normal attack damage increases by 10%. Although this doesn't stack, it doesn't look like there's a cooldown period, which means every time she deals a crit, she's going to maintain that 10% increase in normal attack speed and 10% increase in normal attack damage. Again, this is why I'm really emphasizing why you guys should build crit damage and crit rate on your unit, because that is literally how you make the most of Rosaria. She has Land Without Promise. The duration of ice lands created by Rites of Termination is increased by 4%. And Divine Retribution. Rites of Termination's attack decreases opponent's physical resistance by 20% for 10 seconds. Very similar to Beidou's ability, where she reduces enemies' electro resistance by 40% for X amount of time. Right, for those of you who may have missed it, please hop onto this website and try to redeem your code as soon as possible, because as we know through the Zhao event, Genshin have released codes to help you free-to-play players obtain the characters that you want. And for the March update, there are 3 new codes that have come out, each giving 100 Primogems and additional material that you guys really need. But please be quick, because they will go very shortly. Right, I've been Arken. Thank you for listening to this video. Please hit the like, subscribe button, and please let me know in the comments what you'd like me to cover next.